Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we're tackling something that literally every driver dreads. You check the mail, you open up an envelope, and your stomach just drops. It's an unexpected toll violation notice. It's stressful, it's confusing, and frankly, it can feel incredibly overwhelming to figure out how to even begin resolving it. But don't worry, because by the end of this explainer, you are going to be fully equipped to handle this whole thing efficiently, entirely online, and with complete confidence. So picture this. You've just had a long, exhausting week. We've all been there, right? You're driving home, totally focused on just getting through the day. Maybe you just bought a new car, or hey, maybe your credit card recently expired. The absolute last thing on your mind is that toll road camera flashing right above you. But you know, that momentary oversight can quickly snowball into a massive headache if you don't act fast. To put this into perspective, listen to this real-world horror story from a Reddit user in Houston. They wrote, "I receive a letter from the collections which says that I owe close to $700 for my violations. I had address forwarding, but I've never received any invoice. Man, this is a classic terrifying scenario. Just because of a simple address change that wasn't updated directly with the toll authority, this driver missed their initial notices completely. And suddenly, a few unpaid tolls ballooned into a massive $700 collections nightmare." But hey, take a deep breath because we are going to make sure that never happens to you. Here's our roadmap for today. First, the unexpected toll dilemma. Second, the cost of ignoring tolls. Third, paying your violation online. Fourth, avoiding tech scams. Fifth, disputes and fixes. And finally, staying ahead of tolls. All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the unexpected toll dilemma, and talk about exactly how these surprise bills happen. You know, violations usually don't happen just because someone decides to intentionally skip a toll. Often, it's just an honest administrative hiccup. Common causes include driving without an active Easy Tag at all. Or maybe you do have a tag, but your account is suspended because of a negative balance. A really huge culprit is failed credit card updates. Like, if your primary card fails after 3 consecutive attempts, it actually gets deactivated on your account. And finally, outdated license plate or address info. When you pass under those toll plazas, cameras are automatically photographing your plates. If your account isn't in good standing, that photo triggers a violation notice that gets mailed straight to the registered owner's address. Which brings us to Section 2, the cost of ignoring tolls. And guys, this is where the bureaucratic escalation gets very real. So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding this timeline. Just look at how fast things move. You get a standard 45-day grace period to pay the initial invoice. But if you hit 60 days, your account gets referred to collections, and bam, an automatic $10 collection fee is added to each delinquent invoice. If you ignore those collection letters and hit 120 days or more, a formal administrative hearing is scheduled. And if you still haven't paid 31 days after a hearing decision, so putting you right around that 151-day mark, the toll authority actually coordinates with the Texas DMV to block your vehicle registration renewal, or they can even authorize the physical booting of your car. Now, there is a magic number you really need to be aware of, and that number is 100. In Texas, if you accumulate 100 or more unpaid toll transactions, you are legally classified as a habitual violator. Achieving this status means you aren't just getting letters in the mail anymore. The authority can legally impound your vehicle, initiate civil lawsuits, and driving your car on a Harris County toll road actually becomes a misdemeanor offense that can result in criminal prosecution. The stakes are incredibly high here, which is exactly why prompt online resolution is going to be your best friend. Okay, let's transition away from the doom and gloom and get to the solution in Section 3, paying your violation online and taking back control. Resolving your violation is totally designed to be a straightforward self-service process. Here are the exact steps. Step 1, head over to the official Harris County Toll Road Authority portal at hctra.org. Step 2, enter your vehicle's license plate number and the originating state. Step 3, input your invoice number. Now, this part is optional, but if you have the paper invoice handy, typing that number in links the payment directly to the administrative file, resolving any late fees tied to it. If you don't have the invoice number, no worries. You can still search by plate to pay base tolls before those late fees even generate. And finally, Step 4, process your payment securely using a credit card, a debit card, or your bank account. What's really great is the sheer variety of convenient options available to you. You are definitely not locked into just one method. Beyond the main HCTRA web portal, you can use the EasyTag mobile app to manage guest payments. If you prefer actually speaking to an automated system, their phone channel at 281-875-EASY is available. And if you're someone who needs to pay in cash, there's a retail network called Easy Toll Pay,
at participating stores like Walmart and H-E-B, where you can resolve your invoice right there in person.
That brings us to Section 4, Avoiding Text Scams. Everyone, consider this a critical public service announcement regarding a rising digital threat to motorists. Have you heard the term smishing? Basically, it's a scam combining SMS text messages and phishing. Fraudsters are sending out texts claiming to be from toll road authorities, warning you about an overdue toll evasion bill, and threatening immediate fines if you don't click their link to pay. Let me be incredibly clear about this based on our sources. HCTRA and TTAG have a strict zero SMS billing policy. They will never, ever send you a text message asking for payment or threatening your driver's license. So, to protect yourself, you absolutely have to know the difference. Legitimate communication comes in the form of paper invoices in the mail or secure alerts when you log into your actual account on htctra.org. A scam is an urgent, unsolicited text message with a hyperlink. If you ever receive a text like that, do not click the link. Just report it as junk. If you are ever in doubt about your account status, manually type hctra.org into your web browser or call their official customer service line. But what if you check your account online and realize the notice is just completely wrong? Let's move to Section 5, Disputes and Fixes. What to do if there's an error. You actually have the right to protest a toll charge within 90 days. Valid dispute reasons include things like the vehicle being recently sold or stolen before the toll was even incurred, a license plate read error by the automated cameras, or maybe your electronic toll tag just malfunctioned. The key here is documentation. You will need to submit proof like a vehicle bill of sale or a police report. If you are an account holder in good standing, HCTRA will even coordinate with external agencies to resolve erroneous violations for you. And remember, if online resolution ever fails, you can always just call their customer service at 281-875-EASY. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 6, Staying Ahead of the Tolls, and how to keep your account in good standing so this never happens again. To stay empowered and avoid all this unnecessary stress, you really just need to follow a few best practices. First, maintain a prepaid balance. For example, for 1 or 2 vehicles, you might authorize a minimum $10 deposit that automatically replenishes when your balance drops to $5. Second, be super vigilant about updating your credit cards. If you get a new card with a new expiration date in the mail, update your toll app that exact same day. And third, instantly report any address changes or vehicle sales to the toll authority. Please don't rely on standard postal forwarding, as we saw with that unfortunate Reddit user earlier. So I want to leave you with one quick question to think about. Is your license plate currently linked to your correct, up-to-date home address right now? Don't just assume it is. Take 5 minutes today to log into your account and verify your details. Taking proactive action right now is going to save you from a lot of anxiety and surprise collections later. And just a quick note before we go, the information presented in this explainer is subject to change. Always consult the official Harris County Toll Road Authority's website at hctra.org or contact their customer support directly for the most current guidance and specific assistance regarding your personal account. Thank you so much for joining me today, and safe travels out there on the roads.